This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. Son of Beast and Terry Crews here. This is the postseason of the NHL 25. Hello everybody, welcome back. As for me, Phone 4 and Roy Cruz back in the good place, it's another Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports of the NHL 25 for the doubleheader of the night. And now we have approached to the next game. And you're back with us, thank you for joining us. And for those of you who are new, welcome. As we've already missed the first game, we've seen the St. Louis Blues. They've been crushed out by the Canadian team. And they lose to the Canadian team of the Jets as they advance to the second round. The Winnipeg Jets are not the only team that they were really coming in for, but it's the second time that they made their way to the playoffs since the last postseason. They beat against the Colorado Avalanche with the last part of the game, and a number of amazing moments here by Connor Hellebuck. It doesn't seem to be going in until they find out what the release meant. But now, they'll have to wait on its returning victor between the Vegas Golden Knights or Minnesota Wilds. And as for this time, my next commentaries are, OJ is in Minnesota this time. He will be commentating things here. And as right now, the other commentators I have with me is Silver Spoon, and the third commentary of the crew will be another determination. As this time, it will be all for the victim, DJ Beats. And in center ice is Gangsta. He will show things off how it goes. We'll see you all here, everybody, for a post-game show after this game. You won't believe this one, so you're going to see what happens. Will the Vegas earn a victory spot to clutch into the second round to face against the Jets? Or will it be the Wilds as they will take things over on the other side of it? So the other team that we're looking for, Avalanche or the Stars, that will be the next one. But the other team is in the Pacific facing against the Central Division. We'll find out and see what goes on with the next game. Let's do this. Wilds, Knights, next on EA Sports. It's a big night here in XL Energy. Hi everybody, I'm OJ, and I'm here with my broadcast partner, along with the other two, and center ice, Ace Gangsta. Here we are, folks, in Minnesota, as we're ready for Game 3 of the night. Doubleheader time, here we go in Minnesota, as the puck kicks off for the Minnesota win in faceoff. Here's a start here for Olofsson. He'll set Super Trangelo. And has that over, now flying away over to Minnesota. Change over now flying to Zuccarello as he'll set the pass to Steve. Marco Rossi will send it around the net. And he'll now find the pass over to Brock Faber. Faber, right toward the wing, he will send it again to Boldy. Boldy pass to Middleton. Here's a shot making here, and saved up by Aiden Hill. Here's Jack Eichel. Pulls it right over, now flying to Olofsson. Sent over to Ivan Berdyshev. Matt Zuccarello. A deep pass to Rossi. 2-on-1 chance at a shot. Saved by Hill. That will come right up. He will catch and make. And this will be next face-off coming up for Minnesota and Vegas. Along with my broadcasting crew, between the two of Silver Spoon and Jay, no score in the first period. Now Zuccarello wins the face-off as Forgion takes it over to Bourdin. Bourdin now sets the Harbin. Harbin pass broken up here by Jack Eichel. Now he rolls it over, now finds it to Vegas. Olofsson spins across, safe play here by Gustafsson. Send a deep pass to Harbin. Harbin gives the pass. Eriksson shot glove saved by Good. 18:46 remaining in the first period. Still looking like they need to be on a comfortable score to get there. Now as the win will put in for Vegas, here's Theodore. He battled along for the loose puck as Stone will now give to Brendan Saad, and he now finds Howden. Howden. And it's back to Bourdin. Bourdin goes down, Spurgeon with him after rush. Pass to Saad, Saad shot glove saved by Gustafsson. There's one for Gustafsson that makes it a chain-up that makes it easy enough, and a chain-up that makes impossible is what the tightest score puts in range. What they don't see is they don't really play it often well. Looks like they'll have to try to find out if they can get to it. Here's Frederick Goodaloo. A send over pass. Glove save by Hill. Wow, great chance here for Minnesota Wilds, but still going to get the first goal for Minnesota. Frederick Goodaloo wins the faceoff as Boguschon gives to Oberg. He'll try to reset it again to Boguschon. He will have it again to Chisholm. Minnesota back in the Vegas territory. He'll send it over to Goodaloo. Goodaloo sets a chance over to Boguschon, and he'll have it over again to Oberg. Open chance. Has it to Boguschon. Now finds Foligno. Foligno chance now finds Boguschon. Looks over it again to Foligno. Foligno with the shot racing and bounding. Doubled in traffic, and his shot made saved off by Aiden Hill. Keeps alive. Now Lavoie sets a Dory for you. It's back to Frederick Goodaloo. Goodaloo, no slap on the call here for Vegas in the penalty. This will keep alive here for Minnesota. Boguschon sets to Chisholm. Fires that shot. Raging and saved by Aiden Hill. 17-19 remaining in the first period. We'll get ready for our next face-off. Khrushchev wins the face-off. He finds to Brock Faber. Middleton takes out to the outside. Pass to Translate. Scores! First goal is good for the Warriors as Warriors makes his first goal of the playoffs. Nice hit into the highlights. Now it's being due for that's his team's first goal of his team. That's when he got training, and that was the first playoff goal. He really has put it in a nice save in that goal. He really took a run of training to get the big four. That's what the first goal will start in. What a line. The Wild starts off as Brock Faber with the assist. They take a little chance here. You're looking at for a while. This is what the first goal starts in. But you can't train. That's his first goal in the playoffs as he really puts it in. Great setup chain. That's what happens with this stuff puts in for a Wild team. They really got their own chance here to tie the play out. I know they've seen things. You know, that's what the Horde takes in with a great goal.
Assisted by number 5, Jake
This really is a great start to put in.
And by number 7,
this will come out by Faber. We'll cover it up with only 16.9 remaining in the first period.
Yakov Trenin gets first playoff goal assisted by Jake Middleton
Energy
and Brock Faber. In the first period for the Wilds at 2:48 in the playoffs.
For Minnesota. Marco Rossi wins the faceoff as now Middleton's right toward the wing. I'll send a deep pass to Matt Zuccarello. And rolls over. Boldy, chance in play. Pass kicked out. Back to Boldy, right toward the wing, finding Faber. Middleton shoots it wide and off again. Back to Vegas Golden Knights. Zuccarello sidesteps a shot. Save play by Aiden Hill. Into the middle. Not enough pass here for Jake Middleton. As now Ivan Barbashev's right toward the zone. Now finds Marco Rossi. Minnesota rolling into Vegas territory will fire around the net. Here's Matthew Boldy as he gets it over. Now finding the Faber. Again to Boldy. Boldy can't get over it as Jack Eichel takes it back and bounding and backing out. Faber couldn't get over as Jack Eichel with the rebound. Sends to Hannafin. Shots blocked. Rebound by Eriksson. A set to Boldy who now give again to Matt Zuccarello. A set to Matthew Boldy. Here's the cut motion here for Faber shot. This save puts in by Aiden Hill. A lot of chance opportunity for Brodin. He now finds Eriksson. Eriksson gives to Brodin. Brodin chance. Pass to Eriksson broken up by Brendan Saad. Here's Saad and her team goes offside with only 15:30 remaining. You may recall this one here in the regular season at Vegas. You've already seen this one like last season, which will be turning it soon here as the next season hits. It was part of the season 4. They were not really sure that they were doing it oftenly. And for Minnesota Wilds, they really try to get the win and then put it back into the range. It was not easy what they chose for, but they really been sucked up. Only thing I know is that when I see what the Golden Knights are doing it for, they've really been kept it out.
Kirill Kaprizov was really like giving it all the chance, opportunity to put it back in. But I don't see Kirill Kaprizov in the starting lineups. He might be the secondary, or he could be the third. I don't know if they really took it in there, but I think that Kirill Kaprizov might be the end for him. I don't see anything that was going to change optimally like they do for. All what they have done now, they were doing it okay. Not really too perfect, but all you get now is some change off that's going to be putting in big. Here's Pearson's shot, saved by Gustafsson. This rolls to Brodin, and we'll give to Spurgeon. Big on hit hustle out there, watch out. Oberon, a pass to Brock Faber. Chance for the backhand there for the no shot, saved by Gill. Rebound by Petrangelo, and Hill will cover it up with only 14-11 remaining. Now the teams are ready to take the next face-off. 1-0 Minnesota. We're near under 15-minute mark in the first period. Middleton shots blocked. Petrangelo takes it over. And now he finds over to Haydu. He looks over to Lavoie. Lavoie finds Dorofeev. Dorofeev right there in the wing. Play in action. Lost the puck control. Save play by Gustafsson. Rolls a tumble down near net. A diving play by Gustafsson. Oh, what a nice reaction here for the goaltender. And he really worked that one. He really did. I mean, that was really a great save, and he puts it in. Nice try.
Marco Rossi wins the face-off as Middleton's on the opposite wing. And Novick is rushing toward in. The pass to Zuccarello. Zuccarello stepping in, poking corner, Faber. Here's one-time shot. That's blocked up by our Vegas Golden Knights. Lavoie is right behind the net. And it's filled over to Rossi. He'll cover it up here for Hill with only 13:25 remaining. And now with another chance here in the opposite zone, they'll get ready for our next face-off. Now SKU. Oh, another wild hit going after him. Trying to rush it in. Inbounding, shot blocked. In corner down finding Dorofeev. Tries to roll it in, the backhander glove save by Gustafsson. Now Chisholm will give to Johansson. Minnesota back to Eriksson Ek. Another Dimmover takeoff. Petrangelo takes it over with under 13 minutes in the first period. Dorofeev, Bogushon, will set to Chisholm this time. He now gives to Eriksson Ek. And a rollover to Hartman. Minnesota back in offense zone, trying to give it to Eriksson Ek. And here's Spurgeon. One-time Brodin shot, blocked it up. Backhander saved by Hill. Rolls him down. Hill will cover it up with 12:32 left. A lot of time up in the period. Vegas Golden Knights haven't found a way to win the goal to tie it up. Krishnov wins the face-off. Drennan shoots for two this time. It's off on the face mask, and it's covered up by Aiden Hill. A lot of time pressure here between Minnesota and Vegas. 1-0. Krishnov wins the face-off, and he adds it to Brodin. No penalty on Vegas this time. Spurgeon going for the cut. Shots blocked. Trying him up. Stop made here by Aiden Hill. Jack Eichel on the wing. Brodin setting a rebound, now finds Kushyanov. Takes a whip here, Brodin sets it up. This will roll around the net again over to Shore. Shore rolling for loose puck. With rebound by Shore. Here's Shea Theodore as he's now in the Wild's territory. Covering the puck in to give no quarter rebounding. Trying to watch again. Onside. Here's Howden shot. Saved by Gustafsson. Side. Outside. Blocked by Floyd. No. What a nice play action. Has no stopping afterward. They're all over now. 11:52 remaining in the first period. They'll cover it up to get ready for a next face-off. They sure do. They are not really like
putting it in. And it looks like Golden Knights wants to defeat the Wild by the Bears. And this is why the fighting victory can be a little painful here. If the Wild's Boris the Den, they definitely will have to like try to rip the blood off. I mean, kind of scary. I mean, I think nobody would happen with a fairy tale afterward. It would have been just like out of the way. Fighting for the North is definitely not the always easy chance if you're doing it for it.
Here's Bogushon, pass is open, nothing here, Chisholm right toward the wing, sets it in, spins it off, shot made, this one blocked up here by Saad, and it's now Bogushon, sets it to Zuccarello, on a shot range, off the defender, and rebounded by Whitecloud. Whitecloud goes down, Burrell takes it over in for the first period. Noah Hannafin in the corner. With no chance open play, Bogushon takes over, now finding Guru. Here's Guru. Chance motion play stopped by Gill. Near the midway mark in the first period, Minnesota up for 1-0 over Vegas. Now here one of the better plays in by the bet. As we're looking over here by Vegas and the Wilds, what's your take and who do you think is going to make it to the second round?
Well, it felt like that. It looks like the Vegas have been a harder team to do for. I don't see anything that's going to change off of there.
And he's gone! Marco Rosie puts the puck in the net. Now it's 2-0. A second playoff goal. There's no way to make that one play at all. You beat over in the middle, you don't see what goes after it. A hockey goalie. And that lead offensive end by the Wilds, and that happened to put in. That's a great chance here by Marco Rosie as he opens it up. And as he got the big save was hit by Angel, he couldn't get over it. That's another playoff goal. It was really making a hard time to go right. Now the Wilds, says right now the Vegas Golden Knights finding again a Burrell. Favor sets it over.
His first goal in the playoffs.
A deep pass over. Rebound by Brock Favor. Harman swings it right toward the wing. Johansson's right behind the net.
Assisted by number 12, Matthews.
The gift to Middleton. Favor. Air to net. Swings and
Top of the goal for the Minnesota Wilds. 9:35 remaining in the first period. Marco Rosie is first goal in the playoffs, assisted by Matthew Baldy in the first period for the Minnesota Wilds at 9:35 in the playoffs.
Here's a Harman pass. Johansson takes it over. Save play by Aiden Hill. What a great stop here for the Golden Knights. This is not a cheating an answer. That really is going to give someone else a hard redirection to try to keep it up. Now Brock Faber. And it's redirected here. Faber takes it back. And he will now reset it again. Zuccarello will take it over here. Now he will set it over, now trying to get the pass over. Olofsson right down. Stop made here by Gustafsson. Zuccarello kicks it out in the neutral zone. Olofsson finds Pietrangelo. And Faber takes over, now finds the pass over again to Bowley. Rosie firing around the net, now has it again to Brodin. Brodin to Zuccarello. Pass to Spurgeon. Rebound by Brodin. Spurgeon shoots. On a chance, saved by Aiden Hill. He not sure where the puck went, but he finally got it covered here with 8:51 remaining. This could be a dangerous look here. Watch what happened to this play. You see, Aiden Hill was like keeping it big. That big save is going to be knocked out too tightly. You see that? That was almost too close to call. But Aiden Hill seemed like he was going to get right out of the way for some reason. Next change off for the face-off is in between Minnesota and Vegas. Only 8:51 remaining. Kucherov sent over to Bogushon. And now finds to Kucherov. Pass to Shore, short shot's blocked. Tries a chance, but it's now finding Dorfiev in the wing. Chance open feed look. Dorfiev, Lavoie shot, save play here by Gustafsson. Tranning will try to kick it out. Lavoie, here's a shot chance. Theodore, shots blocked, covered by Gustafsson. Into a corner, now it's fine to Shore. Shore passes to Trennan. And here's McNabb. He'll sail it over right toward the other wing. Binks it up. McNabb takes over, recovers it. Blocked by Shore. What a great play here by the Wild. That's a little slick on the motion here. That's really like almost like kicking somebody out. That was big and ripped. Now Stone. Richard Wayne, Van Houten. Van Houten shot. Block was saved here by Gustafsson. Foligno right in the wing, and he has it again to Guterud. Guterud slicks the motion. Has it right toward the corner. One-time shoots on shot, save by Gill. 7:40 remaining in the first period. They'll get ready for our next face-off. And now they're off to do it again. As we're taking a look here for the Vegas Golden Knights, I'll send it to Gangsta. Thanks, guys. Looking things over now and finding a better inbounding. This offense is a great stride to do for the thing. When they notice about what the changes often lead, Pietrangelo is one of our big stones on the offense. He scores! Mark Stone will get his relentless goal as he picks it up, his first goal in Game 3 against the Wild.
Seemed like that impossible take is for Mark Stone, but relentless is really like changing to be over and diagonally. This was really like giving everybody out of his own way. This zone were relentless for Mark Stone. He blinded that goaltender. He was not really seeing where he was going to go after him.
Like I said here before, Alex Pietrangelo is one of our big defensive on his stick here for the lockdown, and we already know him that this really took him with some great chances on an entire directional change. I've seen so many play in great action, but that big save won't be enough if this will take in with some big take-on zone action. This hero is going to bring it in for Pietrangelo if there's a lockdown for the Vegas Golden Knights. And if it's a big play plenty, guys, but I'll find out about Pietrangelo if he has a better defense in zone. Back to
Score for Vegas Golden Knights. His second goal in the playoffs. First goal of the game. Scored by number 61, Mark Stone. He's assisted by number 7, Alex Pietrangelo. And by number 21, Brett Howden. Time and a goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. 12:35 remaining in the first period. Mark Stone, his second goal in the playoffs, assisted by Alex Pietrangelo. And Brett Howden in the second period for the Vegas Golden Knights. 12:35 in the playoffs.
Here's Matthew Boldy. Rolls around, shot saved by Hill. 6:42 to go in the first period. A lot of time effort here. Vegas Golden Knights seemed like they wanted to get a close game to tie it up for 2, but they're still out down to a 1-point possession lead for the Wild. And he rolls it back the other to Olofsson. Middleton, the feed back to Eriksson Ek. And he now rolls to Middleton. Middleton in deep transition zone. Now he has a wing. Johansson, a Hartman. Goes down. Right to the net. Saved by Hill. Oh, what a great chance of the range. He was not sure where he went, but that really took him off him. And now they are ready to take on their next position. It is a 2-1 game still for Minnesota. Their set wins. Middleton shot. Save play by Aiden Hill. And Barbashev will take it over. Faber back the outside. He will dish it out. Now Pietrangelo will send it again to Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel on the rush. It's back to Faber this side. He'll now send a deep pass to Guterud. Guterud. Selling in own zone. Swings to Middleton. Middleton to Guterud. Guterud shoots. Glove saved by Aiden Hill with 5:46 to remain in the first period.
Yeah, I don't think that wasn't easy enough at all. But they really had been changing it often. The last double digit here was not even easy.
Now the win for Jack Eichel. He'll now send to Fedor. Fedor looks to Dorfield. That pass to Lavoie. Lavoie is filled out. And he'll now sets over to Foligno. Foligno finds it to Ogren. Ogren carries it out. And now he rolls to Dorfield at the end. Here's Lavoie now finding a Hurdle. Hurdle on chance motion. No penalty on Wilds this time. This one cleans out. A pass broken. Turning. Big save by Hill. 5:14 remaining in the first period. 2-1 score. Not an easy train afterwards, but they really like keep it on the heavy muscle. They did. I mean, you know what he did?
but nothing really just changes nothingly if they just keep on shooting.
Score for Trenton for 2. They'll cover up for Ian Hill with 5:06 remaining in the first. Wild splits the face-off as Bodine has it to Spurgeon. Spurgeon now finds Bodine. Bodine passes Spurgeon. Spurgeon looks to Trenton for 2. Saved by Ian Hill. Off to Bodine. Again Krishna. Off to Trenton. Shoots it again. Right in the goalpost. That stays outside. No one had it in. And the rebound by Krishna. Rolls into Stone. Can't get it to go. For sure, under 5 minutes in the first period. Brendan Sod will clear his own out, and it's now rolls it again with Shore. Shore, pass to Trenton. Trenton, pass is broken up by Sod. Sod changes over to Howden. Howden looks to Stone. Stone looks to Howden. It's back to Trenton and back to Spurgeon, and now he rolls to Shore. Spin move. Chance to play with Zuccarello. Scores! Rams they beat up Colorado. Zuccarello on the yard of Colorado. And now that's another goal. And that first goal is starting up that big for Matt Zuccarello. This is what we just mentioned. Zuccarello is going like that and all that he did. And that was amazing what he did for. There was not the easier way that he does for his first goal of the playoffs. That was sticks there on it. They really had that one from the fall. Now it's up to a 2-1 lead for Zuccarello. Gives them a good shot.
Score!
Here's Petrangelo as he rolls it in.
His first goal of the playoffs, first goal of the game. Scored by number 36.
He gives over to Zuccarello.
Zuccarello!
On a chance. Goal for another one.
Assisted by number 19, Devin Shore.
Assist to Faber.
And by number 46, Jared Spurs.
3:45 left to go in the first period. He'll fling it out.
Time to goal for the Minnesota Wild. 15:52 remaining in the first period. Matt Zuccarello, his first goal in the playoffs, assisted by Devin Shore and Jared Spurgeon in the first period for the Minnesota Wilds at 15:52 in the playoffs.
And that one pisses out. The Vegas team are back in offense as Hagen gets to Petrangelo. Slicks out, Faber takes over. Now he finds Middleton. Middleton, pass to Erickson Eck, rolls to Harvey. Spins the move, went down. Barbashev, and then right toward the wing with only 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Shots blocked by Johansson. He'll clear the zone out. And now find Harvey. Back in the Vegas territory is Hartman. And Johansson's right toward wing. A give over to Bodine. Now Erickson Eck tries to get it over. The rebound puts it in. Erickson Eck will try to regroup here. Bodine. Pass it back to Foligno. And a set back to Spurgeon. Looks to Bodine. Bodine shoots. Shots blocked. Shea Theodore will get to Olofsson. Olofsson goes down. Theodore takes over to Barbashev. And now he moves to Jack Eichel. Eichel. And that won't get it in. O'Brien sets it over, now finds to Bodine. And he'll send it again to Guterud. Guterud. Pass to Foligno. Here's the shot. Let's save by Hill. 2:11 remaining in the first period. 3-1 score for Minnesota. And now let's take over the other side as we'll send it to Kirill Kaprizov. Kirill Kaprizov was one of our looking of his own take. When he first played in Russia, it was not the big take when he does for in his own league. Got to start with his own career. There was nothing that they said for now. That's Kirill Kaprizov's not in the starting group, but he's more into like a big trade-off line than he done for. And nothing really sells it in that they really took the handle. Without a piece of this one, it definitely sets things out for Kirill Kaprizov to make his own name to play with the Russian team. Looks like you will have to try to see what they can definitely do if their team needs it. I'll send it over back over to the other room to OJ. Now it's Borgershaw back to the Chisholm. Chisholm Pass, short, shoots, off the blader, and training will take again to Chisholm, now finds Bogushov. And a set to Shore. Shore, couldn't get it back over this time. Dystopia, back to Minnesota. Khrushchev now finds it again to Chisholm, and he'll send it deep to Shore. Shore, couldn't get over it, as McNabb will try to keep it out. And now the pass to Hurdle. Hurdle passes over. Oh, he just made a little slip here. Middleton takes it out. On his way down. We'll fire it around net to Zuccarello.
1 minute of play in the first period.
Holding gives to Bogushov. Here's Zuccarello. Steady play by Gill. The ball startled. Back to Lavoie. Slipped him out. A rebound by Middleton. And he'll now give it over to Zuccarello. A send off to Boldy. 2-on-1 fast break. Passover. That one right behind the net. And he just sets to Barbashev. Watson sets to Eichel. Eichel shot, save play. Kicked out by Kusevson on the poke shot. And now Hartman takes it over. The pass deep to Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek. Sidesteps it. Side play by Aiden Hill. Johansson looks to Berdine. Berdine. Bergien. Can't go over it. Berdine takes it back, now finds it over to Hartman. And he'll clear his zone in the Vegas territory. 5 seconds left. Petrangelo with the puck. And that will do it. That will be the end of the first period. A 3-1 score. Wilds up by 2. Vegas trails by 2. We'll get the second period coming up after the intermission break. Hey folks, welcome back as we're getting ready to start the second period in Minnesota. First period is over, but the second period starts now in XL Energy Center. Alright, what will it take for you guys to see what's going on with the first period? A stunning take-on action here in the first game, in Game 3.
Well, really you have to tell now for the Vegas Golden Knights are really already been ticking in. But sometimes the better reason is...
Penalty on Vegas, 2 minutes for slashing.
Most of this moment must be the Wilds that they're doing it for. This is the big opportunity that they really started off the league, but they really keep it on from coming. And now what I must have heard, they might be able to keep it on no matter what happens. Only the second one will play it in for the power play this time, as the penalty kill will be on Olsen. That's going to be the first penalty kill in Game 3.
Vegas penalty, number 95, 2 minutes for slashing. Common penalty for the Vegas penalty kill, 19:43 remaining in the second period. That is a penalty for the Vegas Golden Knights on number 95, Victor Olofsson. Slashing. Time of the penalty for the Golden Knights, penalty kill, 19:43 remaining in the second period. The Wilds are on the XL Energy.
And a rebound by Stone. Stone going in, fires that shot, blocked by Rosie. Ace back to Guru. Wilds back into Vegas territory. As Guru sets it over now, finds the Sporgia. And he's over to Harvey. One time Rosie shot saved by Aiden Hill. Trying to clear it out. Very clever by Vegas. And now the Knights will have their possession as Stone will dip it out. Marco Rosie sets it over in the offense drive. Now finds Sporgia. Gives his own opportunity chance. In middle. Fires it. Glove saved by Gill. Gill stopped him, got plenty of action with 18:35 remaining. A lot of chances here for the Wilds, but they still haven't found any goals yet to make it in. Now the win for Hartman. One-time Chisholm, shots blocked. Well, making it look easy. Return that in for shorthanded, stop by Kusevson. He denied that effort for the shorthanded goal, as this will be a next face-off between Minnesota and Vegas. Now the win for the Wilds. Chisholm rolls the pass over, now playing to Eriksson Ek as he rolls to Faber. It's back to Zuccarello. finds Erickson again to Faber. Faber rolls it in, trying to pass, Boldy's shots blocked. Rebound by Petrangelo. He rolled it out of here clearly, and now as Haydu takes it over, he'll clear it out. Matt Zuccarello sends it over, pass again to Chisholm. Time running down for the Wilds as Erickson in the wing. Olafson's time is almost about to be done. And he'll cover it up. Haydu sends it, and he'll send it deep, and that'll do for the Wild's power play. 0 for 1, throw to Watt on Minnesota. Great setup in this chain. I was not even seeing anything with that, but that was really like all it took in. I mean, we really had a hard time firing it back in. We're not really sure what's going on. They really took everybody off the course. Nobody's like giving it anything on the bare chance. That's really a bad news to put it in. They really got a great use of the skill to try to stop and make the save. Now Erickson into Wayne, back to Minnesota to Vegas territory. Erickson sets the Spurgeon, he now finds Rosie. Tries that shot, trying to put it in a different direction, but Stone takes it out. Stone carrying it in. Rosie takes it over, and now he will send to Ogren. Ogren looks to Hartman. Hartman trying to clear it in, and now into Vegas territory. Chance for Spurgeon. Spurgeon sets to Rosie, and he sets to Spurgeon. Spurgeon pass to Rosie. Rosie chance to Spurgeon. Back to Gerber. Fires that shot. Back shot. Save play by Aiden Bill. Tomas Skortle. Again McNabb. McNabb pass to Eichel. Eichel shoots. Save play here by Gustafsson. Eichel pass. Broken up by Hartman. He'll set it out of his zone. Around the net. And a rebound puts in by McNabb. Oh, here comes Hartman. Set around the backhanders. What a save. Trying to shoot. Back to Hartman. Middleton looks to Faber. Faber couldn't get over it. Here's Barbashev. Slick feed in the corner. Change off to Whitecloud. Faber blocks that shot. Eichel. Change from outside. Nor Hannafin. Blocked by Trennan. And a set to Shore. Shore. Did the zone of Trennan shoot? Save play! Up into the net. He got a play. Oh, that one was really wild. That put a little wicket here and they're making it through. You know, I couldn't tell what happened with this, but that was really hardest save that he's been doing it for. I've never seen how this was going to change optimally with some big takes on this goal. That was almost been putting it in there for a decent amount of time. I can't believe that he made it in. With another great save in the game for Aiden Hill. Whitecloud as trying to look for Faber. Puck clears his own. Now Faber will set to over to the Middleton. Pearson spin move. Oh, what a nice play by Gustafsson. And he'll set it on his own. Icing's on Minnesota. Folks, if you're still watching the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, you know how bad it gets already when we've seen some Edmonton Oilers, they've been crushing it in here to beat the Los Angeles Kings. In every 2 games in a row, as this one puts it in with the nice on the win, and they put it in, and then game 5, it was happened with the Edmonton Oilers, they're making it coming back. I think it looks like that Connor McDavid hasn't really won the Stanley Cup at that point, but it looks like that they want their team to be in it. Well, I don't say that Connor McDavid might have been taking everything in there. Not as really as that point sets it over. It looks like that Minnesota hasn't won the Stanley Cups every year of the season. Wow, what a tip! Pearson takes it over to his first goal in the playoffs. Let's watch that one again. Tanner Pearson's really like on the back-to-back on a weave zone. You know, it just made it look easy enough for Pearson as he gets his own goal. I wasn't really sure that was going to tip it in. And for sometimes how hard it could be, it really doesn't change it often. Pearson gets his first playoff goal, and they're down by 1 with only 14:45, passing the 15-minute mark in a second. Howden, shot, it's blocked, and it's rebounded up by Bergeron, sets to Rosie. And he now finds Chisholm. Back the other way as Marco Rossi will now try to regroup in. And now Wilson
Score for the Vegas Golden Knights. His first goal of the playoffs, first goal of the postseason. Score unassisted. Number 70, Tanner Pearson. Time on a goal, 5:14 remaining in the second period. Tanner Pearson, his first goal of the playoffs, score unassisted for the team, for the Vegas Golden Knights in the second period at 5:14 in the playoffs.
This is not going to be like the chain off when you really want it to be, but you have to keep playing outward if you're going to play at the goaltender for the Wilds.
Erickson wins the face-off, and now Spurgeon will send it over to Gordy. Oh, Wild on the smash down here in Minnesota. Is that a Gustafson sets a save? Back to Spurgeon. Well, they don't think about that. They really think that this is going to, like, take a smash on Dick. That's really going to hurt. Erickson sells it in, now right toward the right opposite wing. Fires it again to Johansson. The give over to Spurgeon finds Birdie, and he's over Erickson. Erickson sets to Spurgeon, fires it. Off the again on a defensive effort, as Pietrangelo sets to Stone. In corner, foul along the wing, and it's back to Stone. Here's side, Pietrangelo. Chance over to Stone. Good block on the pass here for the Wilds. Now side takes over. This took him out right near the visitors bench. Stone. Barbashev, down one, blocks a shot, and rolls around to Brodin. Brodin sets to Ogren. Ogren on the rush. Goes right over, now finding the Guru. Here's another one to falling down. Fires it. Save for Ogren. He scores! What a winner! And that's by two. That's what he was looking to do for, and that's why I now understand how it really makes a nice change in. Now, you can't believe that when you do for Ogren, you have to do for the right way for Ogren's idea. This really makes a hard chain outside. This play action for Ogren was making a great save. He spins it, he stops it, but this time he makes it back and go in. That was an amazing save. And what they're feeling now, that the Minnesota Wild are definitely up by two this time. They're supposed to get ready to run a period this time. I mean, I don't know what's going to change it in. It looks like that they really have to like keep it going in now.
His second goal of the playoffs, first goal of the game, scored by number 28, Liam.
Yes, he sets it over now playing a British shot. He looks like Ogren. Sets the British shot. British finds the Guru. Guru looks the pass around the net. He'll have it again at this hole. Back to Frederick. Here's Ogren. Ogren looks over.
Time to goal for the Minnesota Wild. 7:02 remaining in the second period. Liam Ogren, his second goal of the playoffs, first goal of the game, assisted by Marcus Maligno and Jared Gutteru in the second period for the Minnesota Wilds at 7:02 in the playoffs.
Rosie wins the faceoff. Middleton takes over to Boldy. And back to Faber. He'll be a delayed penalty on the Vegas Golden Knights. Goaltender rushing to the bench.
It really must have happened. I think there must have been a slash for some reason. He scores!
What a fire rate for Super Bowl! He has triples in the playoffs. Forget about the playoff display of a penalty. He wants to set it through. Look at this. That was something that they didn't see coming. As Superman, he makes it snap, he sits it across, and just passes over right to Davey Bill. Unbelievable. It's now a Wilds to start 5-2 in the second period. They're really going to keep it down out.
Indeed they do. I don't know how they did. Zuccarello was doing it over this time. He gets three. Well, you know what the Northman's going to say? It's a hat trick.
His second goal of the playoffs, second goal of the game, scored by number 36.
Matt
Cover
through. Oh, he stopped it.
Assisted by number 7, Brock Faber.
Hill on the goaltender with 12
And
minutes
by
remaining.
number 5, Jake Middleton.
Take the next face-off.
Time and a goal for the Minnesota Wild. 7:44 remaining in the second period. Matt Zuccarello, his second goal of the playoffs. 2 goals in the game, assisted by Brock Faber and Jake Middleton in the second period for the Minnesota Wild at 7:44 in the playoffs.
In the wing. Middleton takes over to Faber. And a pass back to Middleton. He'll send a deep pass. Goldie trying to go for Zuccarello. Unfortunately, that won't work. And now find Middleton. He'll send it back to Zuccarello, and he gives it to Safer Faber. Zuccarello. A chance will now give to Chisholm a chance. Shot saved by Hill. Just about 11:30 remaining in the second period. They'll be ready to take another reinforcement regroup for the Vegas Golden Knights and for the Minnesota Wilds. Now the win. Kustorfia. The pass to McNabb. That one tips out. Rebound by Chisholm. Around the net. And now he finds Trennan. Trennan looks over that way to Bogushon and gives to Kushtanov. Again to Bogushon. Bogushon goes for Trennan. Shots blocked and redirected off the wall, and he rolls it again to Lavoie. Lavoie's right toward the way now playing to Dorfia. And a shot saved by Gustafsson. It's back to Bogushon. Kicks it over, and that one won't clear out. Stopped by Gustafsson. The rebound by Kushinov. And a deep pass to Bogushon. Minnesota back into Vegas territory. He now has it to Trennan. McNabb stoles it, and now Howden will have it back. Oh, a rough escape. And a rebound by Stowe. Stowe to side, saved by Gustafsson. He's off down in front of the Guru. Guru chase to Brodin. Brodin shot saved by Gill. Guru goes down. Now Howden will take over. Now finds the McNabb over again to Saad. Saad in trouble. Howden shoots. Save play by Gustafsson. This keeps out for the Wilds. For Changelo, back to Saad. Saad changes over to Stone. He now finds Eichel. No offside for Vegas this time. Stone. Shot saved play by Gustafsson. And a rebound back to Guru. The Wilds regaining the grip back to Johansson. A giveaway now finding to Brodin, and he now finds Spurgeon. Spurgeon to Johansson. And it's back to Petrangelo. Here's Saad. That goes down. And rolls it in Vegas. No icing here for Minnesota, and Saad will take it over. Fouling for the loose puck. KD takes it back. And there's Victor Olofsson. Eichel in the Minnesota territory. Barbashev moves it over. Up high on the catch by Gustafsson. Stop the play at 9:18 remaining. They really have been playing it in here. Minnesota with 45 and Vegas on 52. This is the biggest skip, and they're doing it over the times again. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't see anything with that moment. And with nothing to release here, I don't see any problems with that. They're really settling for the saves. I can tell you now, Wilds have been a very strong team they've been doing it for, and they really wanted to try to fight back here in the home game. And they wanted to make a loud energy here at XL Energy Arena.
Here's Olofsson. Sticks it over. Rosie sets it over, now finding to Middleton. And they'll now have it to Zuccarello. A pass now find Boldy. Boldy looks to Faber. Faber rolls out. Now the pass to Rosie. And it's over to Zuccarello. Here's Rosie. Chance is over. Petrangelo takes it out. Now it's back to Matthew Boldy. 8:30 remaining in the second period. Rosie sets it over. The kick out. Nobody open here. Victor Olofsson will settle it in, now finding Barbashev. Good poke check here for the Wilds. And that one rolls it in with a deep shot. And it's back to Olofsson. Oh, he ringed the pipe and it stays out of the zone. What a great chance. Oh, Zuccarello, 2-1, stop by Hill. 8:03 remaining in the second period. They'll get a next faceoff coming up in the Vegas territory. Berto wins the faceoff. Here's Dorfia. Now he sets to Fedor. Fedor sends it to Lavoie. Lavoie goes right after him. Spurgeon takes the shore, now finds Drennan. Drennan, the shore, fires it, saved by Bill. The rebound puts in for Vegas Golden Knights as now Dorofiev will find Fyodor. Fyodor in a changeup, now finding Erickson Epp. Minnesota gives to Trennan. Trennan, kind of motion, ball stopped by Bill. We'll slow it down with only 7:28 in the second period. With the next game, as this will be happening for tomorrow, there'll be only 3 games here between the Eastern and Western Conference. 2 games will be happening here. Unfortunately, we have a little new change-up as the first game will start with the Florida Showdown. That'll be happening here at 1:30 p.m. Then they head over to New Jersey as the Devils take on against the Hurricanes at 3:30 p.m. And then after that will be our next game to meet it over. But the late game will be at 9 p.m. That's 8:30 p.m. That'll be the next game here as we have the Avalanche taking against the Stars at Bowl Arena for their next game. And as we will head over to the next day, as the Capitals will face over against the Canadiens, following with the next game as we'll have the Senators taking over against the Toronto Maple Leafs for another Battle of Ontario. And in the last game, we have another matchup here. Edmonton Oilers take on against the Los Angeles Kings at Rogers Century. Get your next game on, only on 7 Beats. Coverage will be starting here for tomorrow here at 1:30, 3:30, and 8:30 p.m. for the first game. And then for the next game, coverage will start here for the first game starting at 3:30, and then at 5 o'clock, and then lastly, 9 p.m. All games here, only on 7 Beats. Great stop by Kittle as he'll cover it up with 6:06 remaining in the second period.
It seemed to be a little impossible to get game over to. I'm not pretty sure what's going on, but this really must take their energy in to make a look save on our beauty beating.
Now the wing, here's White Cloud. He'll give it to Okozar. Rolls right into the Wild's bench. And Faber sets to Ogren. Ogren fires the shot, saved by Bill. 5:53 remaining in the second period. They're still looking like another goal to be in there. Now they're on to the next face-up. No score for the Vegas this time. They still have 2. Now the win for the Vegas Golden Knights as White Cloud will send it over again to Kolzer. Kolzer. That one broken in as Jake Middleton hit the Kushina. Here he comes. Voices over to Trennan. It's back to Noah Vanafin. Again to Kolzer. Kolzer works to Rao. Rao shot saved by Gustafsson. Gustafsson with another rebounding save here. And this goes back in the Wilds as they're putting up a nice use of the energy.
I totally agree. I mean, it must have happened with some takes in.
Cole battling for it, doesn't know where the puck went, and as Gustafsson will hold it in with only 5:14 remaining in the second.
This really must take things in. Strong effort doesn't really stop here, but they really have changed everything.
Now Bourdin will set it again to Boley. He'll find Rosie. Rosie sets to Zuccarello. That one misses and swing and a miss. Haydu sets to Petrangelo and he finds Olofsson. Olofsson pass out finding Barbashev. Rosie takes over, now finding to Bourdin. Bourdin goes down, Spurgeon takes over. He passed to Boldy. Boldy now finds Zuccarello. Misses it off the opportunity range, now finds to Eichel. Eichel with a chance, and now it's Rosie with a changeover, now finding again, and Barbashev takes over. Chisholm with a chance over back to Zuccarello. He will now find Matthew Boldy. He'll fire it around the corner, and Rosie will take care of it. He now finds it to Chisholm. One time to the shine. Saved by Aiden Hill. Rebound by Petrangelo. There was no stop to this advantage. That is just unbelievable. Don't take what you do for it. That's because it's how hard it gets. It's intense. Now it goes back to Matthew Boldy. In toward middle. Baldy goes down. McNabb takes over back to Solid. Fedor rolls to Stone. Stone rolls in play, finding side. Shot glove saved by Gustafsson. Chisholm now finding Bogusan. They'll have to Eriksson Ek, and he now finds Johansson. He'll stop that emotion here. And he'll now give over to Middleton. Fires it, weapon on a wing stick, and Hill will cover in with 3:37 remaining in the second. A lot of the line going on here. Minnesota up by 3. Vegas wins the faceoff. The rebound by Johansson. Harman shoots. Goes back to Johansson. Rolls the favor. Middleton can get over it. And it's now finding side. 3:23 left to remain in the second period. Assad tries to get into the entering zone. On attack in middle. Good poke check by Gustafsson. Kicks it out of here. And this won't be an offside as this will keep alive for the Vegas. And here's Whitecloud. He will send it over to Hurdle. Hurdle in middle. Shot scores. Tomas Hurdle. An open zone now goes back down by 2 at 5-3 game. He was showing up that Tomas Hurdle. He was like already like settling it in. When you try to get past the favor, you get that good goal. That really makes that one a quick release.
The fire cannon really must happen with Tomas Hurdle as he really tries to get another playoff goal. That's number 2 in his postseason. He really showed off. No sign at
Golden Knights are down by 2. As looks like they're trying to relieve the moment here to end the second period to make this close 7 possession game down by 1. And now LaFoy will have it. Changes over. That one goes back to Middleton.
Score for Vegas, his second goal in the playoffs. First goal of the game, scored by number 48, Tomas Hurdle. Assisted by number 2, Zach Whitecloud. And by number 15, Noah Hannafin. Top of the goal for the Vegas Golden Knights, 17 minutes in the second period. Tomas Hurdle, his second goal in the playoffs, assisted by Zach Whitecloud and Noah Hannafin in the second period for the Vegas Golden Knights, 17 minutes in the playoffs.
For this one, you're about to love the new skit, the Party Freakout, as you are currently invited with Luigi Guy, Clover, 2, and with the gang of Warrior. All crews and the party gangs are all in his house, while Clover and Santa Beast are off to the tour in New York City. Don't miss your chance here beginning on July 12th, only on Santa Beast. The skit is back in town and you will be able to love this wheeling from both of the one team and the other team going out somewhere else, and the other way with the crew to mess around the party inside our house. Don't miss out the new skit, Party Freakout, featuring the BFDI and Animate Sanity Tour 2025. And a launch video will be also released here. Once this video is complete, you will see how it goes. Now Whitecloud will set the Hannafin as we're under a 2-minute mark in the second period. He sets the Eichel. Eichel will set it over, now trying to give it over. And Trenning has it back. Ow, he just went down as he couldn't find anybody open. And that one misses wide. We'll send it to the netting on a play. Now they're both teams ready to take the next puck drop under 90 seconds in the second period. Rosie wins the faceoff, and now Spurgeon will send it over, now playing again, and do passes to Corollo. Hugh takes it over. Now here's Olofsson, he now finds Barbashev. Zuccarello, back to Brodin. Brodin lost his handling and mistake. Now finds Spurgeon, looks to Rosie. Rosie shoots, saved by Aiden Hill. 1 minute remaining in the second period.
1 minute to play in the second period.
Goal back, and he's finding Spurgeon again and Rosie. Rosie set the pass back over, and he couldn't get over it. Back to Chisholm, and a center deep pass, and he goes offside. Of course there's a number of changes over as 62 attempts for a shot on goal for the Minnesota Wilds and 41 for the Vegas Golden Knights. They really are shooting it everywhere.
Well, they're definitely like dominating it outward. I really wasn't sure that this really must have taken things in, and with a lot of great goals in, they really tied everything up. I was not really surprised if they were doing this for some reason.
And now the rebound with Johansson. It's rebounded by Pulser. Pulser sets it over. Now Harbin sets it out. Now finding Petrangelo. And he rolls over to Johansson. A set over to Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek sets to Johansson. And this one breaking out. Eriksson Ek takes it over. Oh, he rolls into the wing. That one bumps him out. Hey, you. With a deep chance, and will not be enough in time. So that will do it for 2 periods, as we only have 1 more period to go. 5-3 score. Be back for the 3rd after this. Down to the 3rd period. 2 periods down, 1 to go. Man, and what a fantastic it is in Game 3 as the Wilds are answering it back here in Game number 3. 5-3's the score. Looks like Vegas Golden Knights may have an answer to try to tie it up if they can. Will they do it? Let's hope there is.
And I have a lot of great feeling for the Wilds as they really came back in. You know, I wouldn't say what they did. This is why they really expected for to make another change to get another goal to. If they don't have the right feeling to do for, I wouldn't mind that. This really must have been taken in as a great goals that they were putting in accomplishment on their own takes. It really must have started things off differently, but hopefully on my end, it might have been harder to do for 1 goal than the other goal. I mean, there was no ever change in that. They really are just pushing it in the right amount.
Here's Middleton, sets a pass to Faber, and Zuccarello now finds it to Faber. Here comes Barbashev. On a rush on take, odd-man rush. Rolls in, scores! Ivan Barbashev, he rolls it in, and now this one goes down by 1. Nobody really can feel like that Barbashev really had his own goal. He gets his first playoff goal, that's right in. Yeah, Ivan Barbashev, he was like racing in here, and I said, I'm going to go take another goal, and that really must have settled things in. That one really makes it stop down. And that goal is not possible, but this makes a nice straight in to make a chance. Now it's a 1-point possession. Vegas Golden Knights down by 1. It is the closest game, 5-4 score. Now to win. Here's McNabb. A center now finding to Stone. Stone pass to side. Side. Stone. Shot saved by Gustafsson. Spurgeon takes over now finding Johansson.
Score for Vegas, his first goal of the postseason, first goal in the playoffs, score unassisted, number 49, Ivan Barbashev. Top to goal 53 seconds in the 3rd period. Ivan Barbashev with his first playoff goal unassisted by a team in the 3rd period. For the Vegas Golden Knights, 53 seconds in the playoffs.
Fires it around net, has it over again to Harbin. Harbin looks to Bernine and he gets to Spurgeon. No penalty here. Blocked a shot by Fedor. Fedor goes back to McNabb and now finds Son. Son in corner. And a rebound by Eriksson Ek. Rolls it around the net. Spurgeon takes over. The deep zone. Not broken up by Dorfiev. Dorfiev. Pass to McNabb. McNabb poked out. Spurgeon takes over. Now finding Johansson. Johansson. Slicks away. A pass feed to Spurgeon. Fires it. Saved by Aiden. Fedor goes down. The rebound by Fedor. Dorfiev right toward wing. In alley back to Chisholm. Has again to Spurgeon. Spurgeon pass to Chisholm. And he'll now find Johansson. Wow, a little nasty get here into Minnesota territory. Nobody's looking this at all. That's not a word up. That's bad down. Guru, set back to Chisholm. Broken shot on the backhander. He scores! What a quick play for a real opening. A second goal. Going back up at 2. Is that wow, the deflected in really well for the young man. He really picked it in. That's something that you are looking for. And with that, Bobicek in the backhander. And Minnesota Wild back out by 2 this time. 17:21 remaining in the third. And now the win. Whitecloud will now send to Lavoie. Lavoie.
His second goal of the playoffs, second goal of the game, scored by number 28, Liam.
17:12 remaining in the third period. They'll get another next face-off
Assisted
on
by
its
number
way.
24, Zach Bogushine. And by number 47, Declan Chisholm.
And now the win for Jack Eichel.
Seven goal for the Minnesota Wild.
Nice block by
2:39
Kucherov.
remaining in the third period. Liam Ogren, his second playoff
Sure.
goal, 2 goals of the game,
Coming in for a
assisted by
try.
Zach
He's working it
Bogushine.
up there really
And
hard.
Declan Chisholm in the
Barbara
third
Shep
period
versus Eichel.
for the Minnesota
Eichel
Wild's
versus Olsen.
2:39 in the playoffs.
Olsen, shots blocked by Faber. Trenning takes over, now finds Kucherov. Kucherov, pass broken up by Barbashev as he looks to Whitecloud. And now Zuccarello, able to kick it out. Whitecloud, off the board, and it rolls in, Rosie sets it offside. Nearing the approachment to the 15-minute mark, Minnesota Wilds up by 2 over 6 over 4. Now here's the win, and this will get to Petrangelo, now flying to Rural. Rural sets it to Pearson. Pearson, the back time behind the net is stopped by Zuccarello, and Colzer kicks out and out. Zuccarello sets over to Middleton. Middleton, off to Rosie. Rosie fires it around net, and off to Middleton. Middleton kicks over around fighting Faber. Faber, Zuccarello shot. Oh, what a save by Hill. 60:03 remaining in the third. This was really like no doubtable out. That really must have stayed out of there in the zone quickly. The next face-off is on for the Minnesota Wilds, a 6-4 lead over Vegas Golden Knights. Rosie, Chisholm shots blocked. And he now rolls it in. Matthew Baldy has it over to Bogushine. No penalty on Vegas. Chisholm sets to Zuccarello, backhander, tried it, but he didn't think he was having enough. The play continues as Cole serves in the right lane. And as Chisholm with the rebound, he'll give it over. Chisholm will find again a Bogushine. Bogushine back to Erickson. In toward wing, Bogushine. Back to Chisholm. Went for the push out, and Johansson will try to regroup it in. Bogushine trying to race for it. As he wins the punt, he'll grab it over again, Erickson. And that one gets back to Johansson. Hughes right toward wing, now finding Stone. Stone back to side. Fires it. Safe play by Gustafsson. Gustafsson's been on the really well done in their own, but it seemed like now it might be his time to move it on to the next chapter. Well, I don't know if it did, but I think the next line in this take will be next season. If it does for him, it's for plenty. It's for official keeps. For some reason, I don't think that might be a true thing, but hopefully they take in for some great use of their energy. And the prophecy has taken a one-way wild run corners. Keep it down on that set. Stop by Gustafsson, they'll cover right up with only 14:27 remaining. Here they are as they're ready to take the next puck drop. 14:27 and 6-4 score. Kucherov wins the face-off as now Spurgeon couldn't get the puck in. Oh, good poke check by Spurgeon off the Eichels on the stick, and now he rolls to shore. That one's really like difficult. That is like a little burglar on that. You see that one? It's like a cat whip, and then you just throw it in there. That's a great gear. I love that sound that puts it in. Trying to shoot, save play. Back to Theodore. Looks to Eichel. Eichel rolling in the wing. It's back to Middleton. Rolls the pass back to Faber. Faber pass to Middleton. Out to Faber. Faber rolls it in, go to wing. Shoot, saved by Hill. 13:42 remaining in the third period. They'll get ready for our next face-off in the Vegas territory. There are a lot of lines here, only 92% for Vegas and only 81 for Minnesota. There's the win, and as McNabb sets it over, and here's Hurdle. Watching it as Fyodor watches on, an eye-open look on Dorfia. Here's Fyodor, shot, save, play, by Gustafsson. Matthew Boldy, in towards zone, out finding Zuccarello. Goal for three, stopped by Ian Hill. Rolls that pass, McGoy takes it out, now finding Dorfia. Under 13 minutes remaining in the third. Dorfia on his way down, it's back to Rosie. Here's another one to Brock Faber as he kicks to Rosie. And he'll kick him over, now finding again to Middleton. He now gives a chance to Zuccarello, and it's over to Rosie. Marco Rosie will give and go to Faber. Coming down with shots. He scores! Brock Faber! What a setup! That was a pretty good move. Well done, Brock Faber. That was maybe a game right through with the goal, but he just out at the right time. And that's his second playoff goal that he really received it. All well done. With a little sequencing, that's what Brock Faber is coming in to try to get the winner shot in. Big offensive effort for a team, but it seemed like Matt Zuccarello was the only take that he had promises. Brock Faber has got Marco Rosie with the assist. He really adds another one. But it takes all, it doesn't mean that you win it. It just means how much you need to determine to. And you really have shown up a lot of priority to show some respect. Have some energy.
His second goal in the playoffs. First goal in the game. Scored by number 7, Brock Faber.
He scores! Phenomenal goal for the Royals. And his Hartman gets his second. That's a quick release here. That's Reed Hartman. That's what I just not noticing that he really makes a hard, heartbreaking, fast look. That's Michael Hartman. He did his first playoff goal. That's for 11. That's what the Minnesota been trying to keep him doing. That really makes it a nice turn-up. Nice run. And the sound changes in. That's a double goal here for Lawrence. Minnesota Wild up by 4. Jonas Gordon with the little corner. This is really like all I can expect now for Minnesota. They're playing like they did do for real. But the Vegas Golden Knights still really have been coming out. Also, the goaltender will have to try to like sit out for the rest of the time. I mean, they're not really sure what's happening to happen for them. Come on, it doesn't really change it over to them.
Time and a goal for the Minnesota Wild. 7:09 remaining in the third. Brock Faber, his second goal in the playoffs, assisted by Marco Rosie and Matt Zuccarello. In the third period for the Minnesota Wild. 7:09 in the playoffs.
After stop at the pass by Stone, here's Vegas. Now the Golden Knights are back in the Wild's territory.
His first goal in the playoffs. First goal in the game, scored by number 38.
And you have it to Hartman this time. Hartman goes down. Saw takes over.
Assisted by number 46, George Spurgeon.
To Hartman.
And by number 25, Jonas
in here with a nice flick
time and goal for the Minnesota Wild. 7:22 remaining in the third.
Off the skater. I don't think it did. It looks like it went off on someone's pad. Let's take a look at one more time. Oh, it went off the stick. So, yeah, it looks like it did. That must have been off the stick that point. I mean, I was trying to auto-correct it, but that really must have been a nice goal in there. I mean, Brett Howden had his own first playoff goal. He really did seem to do the trick. But that must have been what he did. And all I know now, this really must take the one goal possession. They're really trying to, like, hound it back. Vegas wins the face-off. It's now Wilson Olsen. And Oberyn takes it over this time. And he will
score for Vegas, his first goal in the playoffs. His first goal of the game, scored by number 21, Brett Howden. He's assisted by number 61, Mark Stone. And by number 20, Brendan Saad. Time and a goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. 7:59 remaining in the third period. Brett Howden, his first playoff
Cheers
goal,
on
assisted
takes
by
over.
Mark Stone
Club
and
save,
Brendan
this will be a
Sod
replacement
in the
for
third
the Golden
period
Knights,
for the Vegas
as
Golden
Elliot
Knights
Samsonov
at
comes in
7:59
for
in the
Golden Knights
playoffs.
replacement.
You know that Aiden Hill just made it. He did it well done. I mean, he really played all the hard work that he did for, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough for him to get another goal. And he really took it in with some nice save chain, and it's been a heavy batting. Everyone's been trying to keep in tight, but all as I know, I can expect it for. They've really been pressed out. Well, as of for now, it's just the finishing that they did for.
Samsonov will cover it in with only 11:14 remaining in the third period as they'll get ready for our next face-off. As the time goes on, 34-32 face-off wins for Minnesota with 11:14 remaining here in the midway mark. Vegas wins the face-off. Strike Eichel gives to Ivan Barbashev. A send over to Petrangelo. Petrangelo to Olofsson. Fires it, shot saved. And that rolls back to Bobashev the other way. Now finds to Ogre. Over now to Dudu. Good poke check here, and then stick lift by KU, and he gives to Ivan Bobashev. Eichel. Shot. Walker saved by Gustafsson. Bobashev sets to Middleton. Now he looks to Boldy. Here's Boldy. Rosie makes a chance. Sidesteps it. Save off. That one rolls out of the zone after the goal from the net. As Samsonov will cover it in during a midway mark in the third period. With the third save of the night, the Golden Knights are trailing by 3 and Minnesota up by 3. Now Theodore will send a pass to Stone. So, cutting motion. What a big save here. That will be on Gustafsson's with another save of the night. He really took a big hit on this one. And that one really sucks it in. And it sits right over it. And that didn't really think it wasn't going to make the change go in. And for Gustafsson, he was really selling the puck flying by. That's big on the legs. Rosie passes over to Boldy and glove saved by Samsonov. Past the midway mark in the third period as we're trying to get to the end of the game here. 8-5 score. Another win for Vegas Golden Knights. Here's another take here for Hurdle. Hurdle pass to Lavoie. That one tips over, Hardman takes it out. He'll try to get it over this time to Johansson. He'll now cover in the corner. Hardman goes right to Middleton. Faber couldn't try to play it back in. It's now Hardman spreads back to the outside zone. And here's Faber. He will send to Johansson. Johansson. Oh, it's just the biggest kick right toward the corner. That's going to leave him more.
Yeah, indeed. It really must have been hurting. It's like someone else. They don't seem to put the wrap around. They were really being knocked out.
Tomas Hurdle pass. Lavoie takes over. Controls it. That big save puts in by Gustafsson. Another time stop. Hey, really love that energy. I really love seeing that Gustafsson. He makes a nice great save. That's been in with a great chain to stop it. And now Colzer. You'll set it over that way to make that. Here's Pearson. Rolls to Colzer. Colzer went down. The rebound by Petrangelo. Petrangelo goes down. Back to Bodine. He now sets to Faber. And he'll set over to Kushinav. Off to Trennan. Fires it around up. And Shore will keep over to Bodine. As now it's back to Shore. A send middle trying shot. But the late penalty upcoming. That'll be on Colzer with the slashing. That's going to
Penalty on Vegas. 2 minutes for slashing.
His slashing was not really turning to be so well. The hockey unit was not really trained to be anything, but that really must have been a slapping. And they're not going to get going.
Power play coming on for the Minnesota Wilds. They're 0 for 1 this time, but let's see how they can do for the power play with the goal.
Penalty on Vegas Golden Knights, number 55. 2 minutes for slashing. Time on a penalty, 8:23 remaining in the third period. That is a penalty for the Vegas Golden Knights on Keegan Colster for a 2-minute penalty on a slashing on the Vegas Golden Knights. Time of the penalty for Golden Knights penalty kill. 8:23 remaining in the third period of the playoffs. Your Minnesota Wild on the XLRG power
He now has a still playoff goal, one-time sucker, and listen, Samsonov is beaten. He was really not sure that was going to be enough for him, but it seemed like they just redirected out from the defender, and now another goal has put him for the Wilds. Man, this is going to be on the board here soon, and it looks like now they're doing it. You can feel the energy in your crowd. The 8 minutes remaining. And over the limit score is a 9-5 game. Wow. They were even like going everywhere that time. And now
his second goal of the game. Fourth goal of the playoffs. Scored on a power play. Number 23, Marco.
All they know is that brought favor and really been like keeping it going. I mean,
assisted by number 14. Penalty on Vegas. 2 minutes for tripping.
Are you kidding me, Vegas fans? I would say now that Ivan Bumper said he's like tripping over on Middleton. You really wanted to get out of here. I said, nope, can't do that. Here we go again. Another power play goal for a chance if they do it. Well, it seemed like to be already like gasping out. They're already getting tired. They're already getting pushed over.
Penalty on the Vegas Golden Knights. Number 49, 2 minutes for tripping. 2-minute penalty for the Vegas Golden Knights. 7:38 remaining in the third period. Penalty on the Vegas Golden Knights. Ivan Barbashev for a 2-minute tripping. 2-minute penalty. 7:38 remaining for the Vegas Golden Knights penalty kill in the playoffs. Your Minnesota Wilds are on the XLRG.
One-timer stopped by Samsonov. 7:11 remaining in the third period with 1:33 on the Wilds power play. And now they're ready. Seemed like that this turned to be like the oddest game, and they've really been stirring up that they just couldn't stop doing their own routine. And he went down. Rao outside. Peter shot saved by Gustafsson. Gustafsson's been really like on energetic, and he's really having a great day playing here at hockey in the Minnesota North, and they really are having a lot of blasts afterwards. This is why that they really enjoyed it. But they ain't no fun for the Vegas team. They've really been like kept on beating. And Joey always do. If they can't have one, you don't win one. Liam Oberon trying to look for 3 goals this point. He's stuck up with Matt Zuccarello, and Eriksson Ek now finds Faber. Eriksson Ek, caught for 1. Stop made here by William Samsonov. And it's broken up by Howden. Over to pass to Stone. Stone moves around, trips him up, and rebound by Boldy. 30 seconds for the Wilds power play. Chisholm finds Eriksson Ek, and it's broken by Howden. Dumps it out. Spurgeon will grab it on. Minnesota back the other way. You'll now find a deep pass to Zuccarello. Time running down. Shot blocked by Hannafin. Time's about to almost expire for the Vegas Golden Knights. Spurgeon takes it over. And that will do. The power play's over for the Wilds, and now this will be 2 for 4 for the team. Whoa, and now it's now 10 to 5 games. Well, they don't get excited. And then the really fishing out for this track. That really doesn't stop in there. Eriksson Ek is really showing up. He wants to do another goal. He said, alright, I'll do it. And guess it, he wants to try to take the chance to make the goal. And he definitely makes some little work. I think some little stick injuries, and that really gives them an opportunity to have a nice goal and energize. Now Vegas wins the faceoff. He now finds the Barbashev. And Eichel, shot went wide.
His third goal in the playoffs. Score by number 14, Joel
Rosie,
Larson.
behind the net in the cage.
Assisted by
He's
number
over now
46, Jared
He is set up chain to Rosie.
Top of the goal for the Minnesota Wilds. 14:24 remaining in the third. Joel Larson, his third goal in the playoffs, assisted by Jared Spurgeon in the third period.
That's what they all expected, but he gets his hat-trick. Fourth playoff goal of the postseason. And now he looks it over again. How much he has up today? He will have a fun time after all. He will find it out. That's right, folks. All settled down. Parker Rosie with 5 goals, 4 goals in the playoffs, and only 3 goals in the playoffs. They expected that Marco Rosie for the Wilds. He's been like doing a lot of his work. Maintaining pressure doesn't make anything sense for now, but as always, they really seem like that. Kucherov sets in with Marco Rosie, and he said,
assisted by number 25,
he really turned it up to be like anybody, like a big fan.
And by number 46, Jared Spurgeon.
Gustafsson.
Top of the goal for the Minnesota Wilds, 14:52 remaining in the third period. Marco Rosie, 3 goals in the game and a hat-trick, 4 goals in this playoff, assisted by Jonas Brodin and Jared Spurgeon in the third period for the Minnesota Wilds at 14:52 in the playoffs.
Start the play by Samsonov, and he'll still 7-8 inning on a play. Don't forget, folks, as we have our next part of the game, if you're up to date, stay tuned for the next game of game number 3. The rematch continues for the Battle of Florida, of the Florida Showdown, of the Florida Panthers and the Lightning. Game coverage starts at 1:30, and then tonight, and then tomorrow night will be the Battle of Ontario, starting at 5:30 p.m. And then with that, with our next game here for tomorrow, be prepared for game number 3. As this will be the first one, and the second one for the Devils against the Hurricanes, and then finally the Avalanche facing against the Stars at Ball Arena. All coverage in the game will be 1:30, 3:30, and of course the latest game at 8:30. You won't miss out the rest of it, but you will see how you can handle it with your own. Spurgeon takes it over, and he'll now try to slow it down with 3:30 remaining. They'll give some time ultimately to move around the puck, back and forth. Set to Middleton. Middleton takes over. And back to Eriksson. Eriksson fires it around the net. And a rebound by Hague. Hague. Deep pass to Pearson. And rolls the favor. He'll cover it in with Gustafsson with down and nearing the final 3 minutes in the third. Who had a better night for this game? And we'll send it to Gangsta. Well, the Gangsta knows it all, and one of our great takes in is a great up and some great juice, and the skill challenge doesn't speed the dust. As for now, Marco Rosie is one of our takes in, and he does for his finish. I know what he does for now when he gets his third goal of this hat-trick, 4 for the postseason. He is settling it in. He's having a great time afterward. And I've got a lot of great feeling that he does for plenty of his own action to make an advancement to pull it out. This is my take, guys. I love it. Over back to side, and now here's Stone. Stone right toward the wing. Off the opposite side, and this one tips out, and a shot stopped by Gustafsson. 2:17 remaining in the third period, as they're getting close down to the end of the regulation in the third game. Not a win. Theodore, save! Stop by Gustafsson. Covers it up. Holy shine. Took a little nasty hit here. Now Chisholm will have a chance here. I sent to Zuccarello. It is our change.
And over now to Boyshine. We'll try to reset the group here with 1:50 remaining in the third period. Matthew Baldy. In the wing, fires it around the net. Zuccarello. Back to Chisholm. They'll set to Spurgeon. He lost that one. And here comes Brandon Side. Moves in. One timer. Stop made by Gustafson. Spurgeon. And a penalty will be on Mark Stone. And that's it. They're done.
Biggest penalty, 2 minutes for slashing.
Oh, and it's carried for no power plays to give for Vegas. It'll be oldie Minnesota.
Well, sorry, Vegas. This didn't seem like it was not to be a successful day, and they're really not trying to get it off.
And now they're ready to give up to a next face-off as now the power play will not settle in for the power play goals as they will roll it down. As this one lasts
Penalty on the Vegas Golden Knights, number 61, 2 minutes for slashing. Donovan penalty for Vegas, 1:26 remaining in the third period. That's a penalty for Vegas Golden Knights. Mark Stone, number 61, for the slashing.
Will finish the goal here, but it won't be enough time to bring it back in to the next goal. He has an over playoffs this time, and that will be a shorthanded goal for Vegas.
Well, all I can say that this shorthanded goal, it looks like they wanted to give a chance. I mean, well, don't be that far. They really wanted to close it in, and that's all that they choose for. Dorfia with a nice goal, and after with the AB chance to Rural, that's what happens. It's a great goal to finish it in.
As the Vegas fans leaves his seat here at XL Energy, it is now 11-6 game as we're nearing a final minute in the third period. Only that time will tell. That's Dorfia, that's another power play goal. That's number 2. You don't really see a chance now, but that's what they really do. They just really don't have any spirit to get through that. 1 minute left.
1 minute to play in the third period.
And they will just try to keep on passing it around. Man, this is the hard and the loud energy puts
Score
in
for Vegas,
XL
shorthanded
Energy.
goal.
And
His second
one
goal
time
in the
for
playoffs,
Boldy.
scored by number
He'll now
16,
take the
Pavel
favor, and
Dorofeyev.
it's back to Boldy.
Assisted by number 10, Nicholas
Expect the
Rural.
favor.
Time to
One
go
more
for the Vegas
time,
Golden
and
Knights
this won't stop
shorthanded.
it for Santa.
18:46 remaining
And he'll grab
in
their
the
team
third period.
and the fans
Pavel
to rise
Dorofeyev,
up for the
his second
North
goal of the
of
playoffs,
Minnesota.
shorthanded on the first goal. Assisted by Nicholas
Crowd
Rural
ready to get
in the third
ready for
period for the
applause
Vegas
and
Golden Knights
We're
shorthanded.
nearing the 30-second
18:46
mark of the third
remaining
period.
in the playoffs.
One last time for the face-off. And Vegas Golden Knights will clear it out. And that will give the Howden this time to finish it up. The passing shot saved by Gustafson. Oh, he really aced it up. That one was a nice save play. All they do now, Gustafson, it's a better on take. And here they are. The fans are rolling in at XL Energy Center. It has been a one craziest night here in Game 3 for the doubleheader.
Well, you always have to win it for what you do for the reason. And where they don't really seem to be getting things in was not my take afterwards. I really have a lot of fun with them.
And that's it. Minnesota Wild wins this game, and they're now over the 2-1 series on the Golden Knights. What a great time in this is. Gustafson was only the finish off, but you can definitely tell now he makes the job that easy.
We all go home, and a great night for the Wilds, especially saluting the fans. It was an amazing effort.
Well, that's it for now. As along my broadcast partner with Gangsta Beast, Jay, and Silver Spoon, I'm OJ. Thank you for joining us here for another Stanley Cup playoffs on the NHL 25 on EA Sports. And we'll see you next time for another game. Take care, everybody, and peace out. Good night, everybody. All right, thank you, OJ. And now it's time to get started with the 3-star players in the game. Third star will start it over with Brock Faber. A goal, 2 assists, and 4 hits. He really doesn't make anything that simple until he does for one for plenty. Then, the second star player of the game goes to Marco Rossi with 3 goals, 1 assist, and 3 hits. It was the hat trick that he done for, and deflection makes it work. and your first star player of the game. For the Wilds, it finishes off with Matt Zuccarello with 2 goals, 2 assists, and 9 hits. Now let's have a look at this, see what's going on with the statistics. 85 total shots on goal for Minnesota, and it was only 12-22 time on attack. And then it was only 1 power play goal with 5:51 remaining, and the power play minute. Then the Knights, they only had 101 hit skier with 92% of the passing and 42 face-off wins for Vegas Golden Knights. 8-minute penalty kill, but only 1 short-handed goal to give them a chance to go in with a 1-goal game. And they weren't even easy at all to try to finish the year. Well, that's it for now, and the doubleheader is concluded. With that being said, we go back to the NBA. Well, folks, I hope you're all enjoying this one, and so do I. Let's call it a night. Thank you all for watching, and see you all tomorrow, everybody, for our Never game. As the first game, we'll start with the Florida Showdown with the Panthers and Lightning, and then the second game, I will be attending here to show the game how it's done for the Devils and the Hurricanes at Potential Center. And for the last part of the game, Son of Beast will be at Colorado to get ready for a Never game, as for the Stars take on the Avalanche at 8:30 p.m. Anyway, that's going to do for now. Take care, folks, for a while as the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs 25 on EA Sports Style gameplay. This is MePhone 4, and along with me and Roy Cruz, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody, in Minnesota.
If you don't, somebody will.